Hey y'all, I'm back with my third installment of makeup I don't use, and this one is all about Juvia's Place. So I have a lot of palettes and stuff that I don't really use anymore, but there are some things that I still use on a regular basis. So we're going to jump right into it. The first thing is the brushes. Okay, yes, they're dirty, but the brushes. So these brushes I definitely use. They are very good. They are very high quality. I really love these brushes. Now I don't use all of them on a daily basis. This concealer brush is this is what I do my brows with. As you can see, this gets mad bang for the buck. Are they having a sale? Because I would definitely buy me some more of these brushes. Like, can't go wrong with these brushes, especially this set. I don't know if they still have this exact set. I would repurchase it all over again. I really, as you can see, I used them to do my face today. Yes. So these brushes still get quite a bit of use. Lipstick. I did purchase a brown lipstick. It's like Nubian, I think is the name of it. I don't know. Sheba. That's the name of it. The name of the color is Sheba. It's a pretty brown, and I do believe that I lost it, and I'm very upset. I'm probably going to have to repurchase that because I can't find it in any of my purses, in my car. I probably just dropped it somewhere, but I really like that. When I bought that, I also picked up this lipstick, which is like a really dark burgundy red called Rude Girl. And this one I do like. I like this color in the fall. This is something that I picked up recently too, like the end of last year. And then I have one of those. Now this is like a lip plumper with the tingly type feel. I do like that. I do feel like it plumps the lips. However, this slips and slide, and anytime that I use this, it ends up on my teeth. So this ain't one of my favorite products, period. I also picked up this, I believe it's a liquid lipstick. It's called 90s, which is another brown. And if you don't know, my lips are naturally a darker color, so I really do like brown lipstick. For me, it looks more natural than anything because my lips are naturally dark. So I did pick this one up, and this one is like a richer reddish brown. I usually go to this. This is the one that I usually go to. And the Sheba lipstick, when I still had it or still knew where it was at. Now this one is one my niece picked me up a long time ago. I don't even know if they still make this color. It's called Royalty. It's a lip gloss. And this lip, let me just show you. This lip gloss is thick. Do you see that pool from it? It's sludgy thick. I'm not even gonna hold you, but I personally like that. The fact that it's so thick and sludgy, because I can tell when there's product still on my lips or everything is gone. So this one, it's kind of like a nudish color. I have that on today. It's really nice as far as for my complexion. So I really do like this. I'm shocked that I still have this because this is old. And the pigment in this lip gloss is popping. But I really don't think they have this anymore. I mean, they have other ones, obviously, but not this particular one. I don't think it's in stock anymore. Now, getting into... You see me looking around? Getting into probably what I use the least, or I really don't use, are their foundations. So I have two. I have Togo, and this one is more like my summer color when I get a little darker. And then I also have Malawi. Malawi is probably my perfect color. Now, with these foundations, when they drop, the color range is what sucked everybody in. The color range is beautiful. The coverage is beautiful. However, with this foundation, it's thick. It's a thicker foundation. It's very much full coverage. It's going to cover up any discoloration, any dark marks, everything. But for me, with this foundation, it doesn't stay on. Like, I can prime it, I can matte set it, I can get some calamine lotion, some milk of magnesia, base my face. It doesn't stay long enough for me. Like, it's really transferable. I think maybe like after I got it, I was so excited for this foundation. I was wearing like a white shirt and I went somewhere. When I tell you it was ring around the collar bad, that's what made me shy away from the foundation. And then Malawi, I think when I first picked this up, it was like a perfect match. Then as I got a little darker in the summertime, I went and got Togo, which is a really good color. But yeah, I don't like the foundation. I don't like it. So of course with foundation, you gotta have a concealer. So I also have two concealers as well. I have shade 11 and 12 in the Magic concealers. And the concealer is another one. It is creamy. It blends out well. The coverage is decent. And I just feel like I run into the same problem as the foundation, whereas when I go to set it, like I really have underneath my eyes, I don't have the like under eye setting powder for Juvia's Place. I used 3 different powders to set underneath my eyes. And it's still creasing. Yeah. Again, the color payoff is good. It's just not my favorite. So I probably need to throw it away. But she definitely did her thing. She said whatever they had in stock, she just added to cart and she purchased. She did pick me up a bunch of these palettes. She got me this pretty peachy blush, which I will go into this sometime. It's in my drawer here where my blushes are. So I will go into this sometime, typically in the spring, summertime. She also picked me up a highlighter. And this one is pretty. When I want to be extra, I will go in and use this highlighter. Like, it is like very, very, very light, as you can see, right? But she picked me up that. I don't typically use that, but, you know, I will. She did pick me up this one. This one was probably my favorite. As you can see, I use this one a lot more. And this is the one I used on my face today. And it's definitely a goldish highlight. She also picked me up one of their loose highlighters. She picked up a lot of highlighters, so I said, you was just clicking on anything. Why you get me so many highlighters? She picked up this one, and this one too. It's a pretty, you know, it was whatever was in stock when she was doing it. It basically kind of pays off the same as the first one. A little bit more like warm. And again, I mean, I'll dip into it every once in a blue. I actually forgot I had this. Excited and thankful at Christmas time when she gave me my little bag because it was jam-packed full of stuff. And this was just one of the gifts she got me that year. And she got me every palette they had in stock. Hence on why I do not buy eyeshadow palettes anymore. I feel like makeup has evolved a lot into more of a neutral, everyday type colors versus I just remember when I first fell in love with makeup, I'm orange, green, yellow, and I still will sometimes, you know, depending on what it is and what I'm getting dressed for, what the purpose is. But on a day-to-day basis, I barely touch these palettes. You know, some of them have nice shades like I'll use for contour. Like, I don't have the contour stick from Juvia's Place, so I use the powder. For my blush, I use the powder. Like, I really did go into a bunch of these different palettes. I kind of need to do like we used to do back in the day with the MAC palettes, where you buy your shadow, you depot them, and you get the palette and you kind of make your own custom. I think that would work for me more. Like, I have a lot of palettes, and I feel like some colors, like at least one color from each of these palettes, I need to depot and put into another thing so I can get to it more easily instead of going like this palette, this palette, this palette. But as you can see, I have a lot of these. And don't get me wrong, Juvia's Place, when it comes to the color, they're going to give you color, okay? And just by looking at, like, some of my palettes, you can see what colors I dip into the most, and some that look like I've probably never touched it because there's so many. Like, this one, you know, I do like it because you can't, like, I used to run through black eyeshadow back in the day. But this one, this probably wouldn't have been a palette that I go for, but she got me some, and she just really, like, again, whatever was in stock, she said add to cart. But this is like a big reason of why I wouldn't buy any eyeshadow palettes. I have a bunch. I did my Morphe, John, but I'm just looking over there, and I think I came across more Morphe eyeshadow palettes as well. And don't, like, do y'all see that? Like, I don't wanna be in focus. The colors is giving, look at that over here. Look at this chocolatey brown. Like, the colors is giving colors. Like, what color do I not have at this point? You know what I mean? Like, it's so many. And the brown and the orange is basically what I use out of this palette. Sometimes I do the purple. The purple, where's that? The purple pays off very well as well. But I don't typically go into these. These go into a drawer. Would I get rid of them? Absolutely not. But I don't really use them like that, you know. I ended up using, what was the color that's on my eyes is a pretty, like, sage green. Not sage. It's a little darker than sage. I don't know. It's a pretty dark green. But I can't even remember what palette I pulled this color from. It's like, I started to do a pink look, and I didn't like it. It was this one. So, on my eye is this color right here in the corner. And it's just pretty, like, one color, you know. Back in the day, I used to be like 6 different colors, blend this into this, into this, into that. No, one color. And then last but not least, I have 2 of their lip pencils. For a brown lip pencil, I have Kola, which I picked up last year when I bought these 2 together to compare to the Fenty. And then I also went back after that and ordered from Ulta the a wine color to pretty much go with this red lipstick here. That is pretty much what I have from Juvia's place. I look dewy right now, but I can tell that it's going to turn into looking sweaty after a while. So of course, any of these products, you know, if they still have them on their website, I'll try and link them in the description box below. And as always, I will see you guys in my next video, because it's still a whole lot more stuff. And foundations. I've just kind of been going by brand and pulling what I have, but it's a lot more stuff in this tote to go through. So as always, like, comment, and subscribe for more videos, and I will see you guys in my next one. So I'm starting out with the I Am Magic Velvet Matte Foundation in the color Malawi. I'm just going to place this all over with a small brush before I go in to blend this out. Now, obviously, this is a full coverage foundation, so I didn't have to, like, spot correct with any concealer. I'm just going right in over top of my moisturized and primed skin and blend this out. Now, one thing about Juvia's Place, when I say it gives colors, it gives colors. Like, it's going to give you pigmented colors, and the range of colors in this foundation is absolutely amazing. For me, the only flaw with this foundation is that it doesn't stay put. So if I do go in to wear this foundation, I have to wear something that doesn't have any type of collar, anything that might swipe or touch my face, because for me, it's just transferable. But other than that, this foundation is a very good starter foundation. It's very affordable. If you're just getting into makeup, this is a good foundation to have. But I'm going to go ahead and blend that out. And then I'm just going to go ahead and show you guys the coverage of this foundation. Like, everything is covered up, nice and even. Next, I'm just going to go into the Zulu Pallette. And I'm going to go into that warm brown color, and I'm going to use that as a bronzer on my face. And this is a nice little soft, warm type of a brown that's going to give you a nice, you know, little bronze around your face. Now I'm going to go into the Saharan II Pallette. And there's also a deeper reddish brown in this palette, and I'm just going to go over everywhere I bronze just to deepen it a little bit. Next, I'm going to prime my eyes with the P. Louise base in a Rumor 5. And I just really like this base. And since I did my Morphe products I don't use, I've been pulling that out. So next, it is the Nomad palette. And I'm going to go into this like brownish green color that was in this palette. And I'm going to place that over my entire lid. So next I'm going into the Tribe palette, and this one was labeled, it's the color Ashanti. It's very close to my skin color, so I'm just going to go ahead and put that in my crease to kind of blend out the color we used on the lid. And I'm just going to show you guys close up. That is all I did. I went ahead and put on liner and lashes off camera for blush. Then I went into the Zulu palette and used the orange color and also went in and went over that with my blush. Now we're going into the I Am Magic concealer. So I'm going in with shade 11. That's the brighter shade that I have. And then kind of in between underneath my eyes, I did use a little bit of the color 12. And I'm just putting that everywhere I want to conceal. And again, with this concealer, it blends out so easily. But again, I have that same flaw where I feel as though even with setting this, it still kind of moves and it creases on me. But the color and the coverage is absolutely amazing. And you guys will see, like, that's just, look how it's brightening up and giving dimension to my face. Now with this concealer, I went into set. Now the first set, I used the Revolution Bacon Blot in Banana Deep. And I'm just setting everywhere that I put the concealer. Then after that, I went in with my Sasha Buttercup setting powder and went over that. And then I'm just going back in over my contour to make sure that I didn't blend any of that away. Then the last time I went in with my Bobbi Brown retouching powder in yellow to set this again. So this concealer I set three times. Now I also set the rest of my face using my MAC Studio Fix powder in NW47. Now I'm going in with my Essence I Love Extreme mascara for my bottom lashes. And now we're going to go ahead in with the Luxe liner from Juvia's Place in Kola. And then I'm going to use the lip gloss that my niece got me, and the color is Royalty. And again, this is a thick pigmented gloss, but it came out really, really cute. And then I'm going to go in with the Tribe Highlighter Volume 2 in that really pretty golden color to highlight. And I am setting at the end with the NYX Face Glue Setting Spray. So that went ahead and locked everything in. And this is the beat close up. And my makeup was cute, even though my under eyes did start to crease. And this is the final product. See you guys in my next video.